So I've been making music my whole life. I started playing drums when I was 12 in like the church band and stuff. And the very first style of music I started creating and started writing was punk music. I was in hardcore bands when I was like 15. Pretty much my mom passed away from breast cancer when I was 15. And how I was able to get through it was diving into specifically like punk and hardcore music. That was the first type that I ever made. I was the screamer in like underground bands in LA. Then I started like making beats and rapping a little bit later. So for me, transitioning to rock is almost kind of just more like coming back to home. All right, so the original inspiration for Paralyzed is pretty much there's this relationship that I kind of just got out of. I wrote the song about 2 months ago, a little over 2 months ago. I was with this girl and everything was wrong about it. In my brain, I knew everything is terrible. This is killing me. This is the worst idea. But my emotions in my heart, I was like, oh, I need more though. It's like, it's addictive, even though it's bad for me. And it's that internal conflict of knowing it's bad, but I keep doing it anyways. And it's like I'm stuck. I'm paralyzed. Right? That's what the song's about. She got a big ego, you could see it on a telescope. I'm the same way, it's why we always argue back and forth. So the funny thing about this line, she got a big ego, you could see it on a telescope. What I originally meant that was like, her ego is so big, it's like a planet, right? And you need a telescope to see it. But then at the same time, if it was so big, you wouldn't need a telescope to see it in the first place. So the line almost kind of doesn't make sense. But I just kept it because it sounded cool, and people get what I'm trying to say. You guys get what I'm trying to say. I swear she my poison at the same time my antidote. She the noose around my neck, I couldn't ask for a better rope. She became my source of hope, and it's a thing I find myself falling into whenever I'm in a relationship, is like everything else, all other sources of life for me get kind of thrown away, and it's my entire well-being is dependent on this one person. It's a good thing, and it's also bad. It's mainly a bad thing. It's toxic, right? But it's the source of the pain, because when there's conflict or when there's disagreement or when we're not on the same page or when I'm not there, when she's not there, it's this like hole in my chest, right? But also because she is the source of that life, when she's there, it's the antidote, it's the cure. Oh, I feel better. That's what I mean by that. You're like a time bomb ticking away, 30 seconds till you blow up right in my face. So this girl had a short temper. I mean, it also is about like how fast I got into this relationship, how fast the emotions came, how fast everything went away. Everything was like this. It was like a time bomb ticking away, 30 seconds, it blows up, right? I can't find one good reason to stay, so why do I hate when you're walking away? Because of how much confrontation and conflict there was, that's why I'm trying to say there's no good reason for me to stay. I can't, my brain is telling me this is a bad idea, but why do I hate when you're walking away? My heart is telling me that I need to be here. It's this toxic therapy. That's actually the name of one of my other songs. You got me paralyzed. Go ahead, baby, take my life. 'Cause I don't wanna live if I'm living without you. Suicide love, take me out if you have to. You got me paralyzed. You know you're fucking yourself up. You know it's suicide. Like being with this person is suicide. But at the same time, I'd rather be with you and dead than without you and alive. That's kind of where the concept of suicide kind of comes into play. The spot I was in my life when I wrote this song, I was a horrible alcoholic. I was blackout every day. I've got sober now. I've been sober for almost 3 months, actually. But right when it was really kind of almost at the climax of that period of my life when I wrote this. And so it was the combination of me being with this girl and that being the suicide, but also me drinking every day, self-destructive behavior. It's everything I was doing at the time was kind of this self-suicide. You know what I mean. She a dime, keep her in my pocket like some loose change. Drunk, swerving on the 101, back to your place. She a dime, keep her in my pocket like some loose change. That's the one rapper bar in the song. She's a dime like a coin. And she's in my pocket like some loose change. One wrong turn, fantasize about the great escape. Heads off the wheel, close my eyes, let me meditate. There was this darkness within myself, this hole within myself, and I was trying to run away from it. I was trying to escape from it through, the alcohol, through this girl. But the more that I kept escaping, the more I kept running away, it's only temporary relief, right? And when you come back, it's only worse. And that's why I was fantasizing the great escape, right? The end of pain. Yeah. This song is such an emotional song for me. It kind of goes back, I think, to my mom, and like one of her favorite songs, I think it's like Carrie Underwood or something. It's that song, Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands, right? And I think just kind of in some fucked up, twisted sense, I took the same metaphor, but in a whole different way. You left your cocaine on my nightstand. Your favorite necklace is my right hand. The girl I'm talking about is a recovered cocaine addict. So we never did coke together, but that's why the image of cocaine on the nightstand came to my brain. And then, your favorite necklace is my right hand. I mean, I get a little bit weird in the bedroom sometimes. And so do the girls I'm with. So that's why. Yeah, you were never a part of the plan, and it was all over before it began. I wasn't expecting to find myself in this relationship feeling these feelings because it is so bad. I know that this is destined to fail. I know either it's going to be the end of me or the end of you or the end of us, but something is about to end, and that's why it was over before it began. Do not drive drunk, please. PSA, this is a bad idea. Like I said, I'm sober now. So don't follow my actions or what I'm saying in the song.